Hello, this is Ardbeg, and welcome to the Stargate Command org update for July 2020. This corresponds with the Alpha 3.10 release of Star Citizen to the persistent universe. As many of you know, these updates serve as just a quick message that we like to send out basically quarterly or just kind of as the updates to the PU release, mostly for the folks in our org. You might notice that the camera just switched because this time around the FOIP doesn't seem to be working. That seems to be a known issue with this update. So instead of looking at my face, you'll see me walking around. You may also see that I've changed my hair to the to the longer, kind of like mimics my real life quarantine hair. It's kind of getting out of control. But anyways, enough of that. Let's kind of jump into kind of what the video is. We're going to start out by looking at just some of the highlights of what was updated in the game. I'm not going to go through and read verbatim every single bullet point in the patch update or patch notes. Obviously, if you want to do that, you can go read that, or there's like tons of other board gamer videos and Star Citizen fan videos on YouTube. But we'll go into just a few of the things that really stood out to me and to a couple other folks in the org that we feel are kind of worth mentioning to kind of talk about where the game is, and then spend just a minute or two talking about where the org is and where we kind of see ourselves moving forward over the next couple of months. Okay. So 3.10, what are we looking at in the game? A couple of new features. You can order drinks now from the bartenders, so improving some of the AI with the NPCs. Also, we're seeing some combat AI for the FPS systems being updated as well. Apparently, some of the FPS, I guess, bots or whatever you want to call them, can take cover now, or they can kind of recognize if they're more or less exposed. Um, One really cool feature to Mobiglass is the player trading app. Actually, Mobiglass as a whole kind of got a revamp, so it looks a little bit better, looks a little bit clearer. But the player trading app, I think a lot of people are excited to because it'll allow us to just pay each other, just share funds or send funds via the Mobiglass, which is really cool. And apparently, you can do that whether someone's online or offline, I believe. Another big update this time around are some changes to, I guess, like ship combat and ship targeting. Some one of the my one of the other members I was playing with the other night, I think it was Healer, noticed that when you turned off decoupling, the ship was way more maneuverable now. So we've got more, thruster efficiency. The curve, and even the patch notes mentioned like curves and jerk and aerodynamics. There's a new targeting method, smoother high-speed combat, and also the turret usability. There's turret usability improvements. Also, we had some added assets in the game. The new Greycat Industrial ROC mining vehicle. So a mining vehicle that you could actually like load onto maybe a freelancer or a Carrack, something else with a garage on it. Um, and you can take that out and drive it around on planet surfaces and mine instead of just hand mining. We've got three new FPS weapons, two of which are the what is this? I'm gonna murder that name. Atscav. So the Atscav sniper rifle and the Lightning Bolt Company electron pistol. So these are both electron weapons. And then we also have a new Gemini C54 SMG, which a lot of people seem to really like the SMG because just the rate of fire on that thing is awesome. On the locations, Grimhax has a ton of new hangars, and I believe you can now land larger ships there as well. So you'd be able to like dock or land a Carrack. Well, not dock because obviously there's not docking in the game yet. Um, and then New Babbage has some shop additions. There's souvenirs and stuff at the starport. And then they also included the factory line store, um, which kind of looks like an Apple store to me. But anyways, so that's kind of where the game's at. Those are some of the improvements there. Now, if you watched the last org update, as far as changes in the org, we haven't had a ton of changes. I feel like the last quarter, the last few months haven't been there hasn't been like a lot of crazy movement in the game. I think just in real life with the quarantine and with stuff going on, with everything going on in the real world, uh, all of us have just kind of been in other places in our real lives, and I think that's totally understandable. Um, but the org is still here. We're still alive. We're still moving forward, and that's the main thing, especially with this game being in development. Is I think we need to focus on is there's going to be times where things slow down, where people back away from the game, they do other things, because it's not even a finished game yet. We're still in development, and so as an org, we kind of want to be patient with that, and patient with the community, and patient with ourselves. So, not a lot of change in the org really in the last few months. A little bit of growth. I think we've had a couple of new members. Honestly, I didn't go and look them up before this video, and I'm not going to because it's just a really short, quick video this time around. So, so that's that. We still have the same structure. We've still got the captains and stuff like that. So, but everyone's, I think, just plugging along. I'm really looking forward to getting in the game. I've already seen a little bit of activity over the last few days with PTU and now some folks in PU. So, yeah, that's that. I look forward to getting out there with y'all and flying around. And I will see you all in the verse.